This video is about Symphony No. 9 by Ludwig van Beethoven. I will explain the most important things about the work and the composer. Ludwig van Beethoven was a German composer who lived from 1770 to 1827. He wrote the Ninth Symphony between 1822 and 1824, and it was his last major work in this genre. Beethoven was almost completely deaf when he composed this symphony. The Ninth Symphony is particularly well known for the fourth movement, which sets the Ode to Joy. This piece is a symbol of freedom and brotherhood and is often played at important occasions. The Ninth Symphony was first performed in Vienna on May 7, 1824. Beethoven was present at the premiere, but was unable to hear the audience's reaction. The performance was a great success, and the audience was very moved by the music. The conductor had to turn Beethoven around so that he could see the applause. This moment is one of the most famous in the history of classical music. The Ninth Symphony consists of 4 movements. The first movement is dramatic and powerful. The second movement is a very fast scherzo that has a lot of energy and rhythm. The third movement is a slow movement that is often described as very emotional and beautiful. The fourth and final movement is famous for its inclusion of vocal parts and the chorus singing the Ode to Joy. The Ode to Joy is a poem by Friedrich Schiller that Beethoven set to music in the Ninth Symphony. The text speaks of joy as a divine force that unites all people. Beethoven chose this poem because he found the message of brotherhood and unity important. This part of the symphony was revolutionary because it was unusual to integrate singing into a symphony. Beethoven's Ninth Symphony brought many innovations to the musical world. It was the first time that a major composer had used vocal parts in a symphony. The combination of orchestra and chorus created a new form of musical expression. Beethoven also expanded the length and scope of the symphony, making it one of the longest and most complex works of its time. In the Ninth Symphony, Beethoven uses a large orchestra with many different instruments. In addition to the usual strings, woodwinds, brass and timpani, he added piccolo, contrabassoon and trumpets. This expansion of the orchestra allowed Beethoven to create a richer and fuller sound. The score also calls for 4 soloists and a large choir for the last movement. After its premiere, Beethoven's Ninth Symphony quickly became one of the most famous works in classical music. Musicians and critics praised the work for its artistic depth and innovation. The Ninth Symphony has had a strong influence on the development of music and inspired many composers in the Romantic period. It remains a central work in concert halls worldwide. The Ninth Symphony shows Beethoven's ability to expand and transform traditional musical forms. He broke with many conventions of the symphony by incorporating chorus and soloists and linking the movements thematically. This approach has made the symphony a coherent and holistic work that is more than the sum of its parts. Beethoven's innovations in the Ninth Symphony have paved the way for later musical developments. Beethoven's Ninth Symphony remains a powerful symbol of freedom and brotherhood. Its message and music appeal to people of all generations. The Ode to Joy was even chosen as the anthem of the European Union because it expresses the ideals of peace and solidarity. The Ninth Symphony is not only a masterpiece of music, but also an important cultural heritage that celebrates the values of humanity and community.